Good evening, everyone. Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, Father. Yes, Father.
Okay.
Good
So,
evening, Father.
good evening, everyone. Good evening, dear parents and my dear teachers. Today, we have come together for a webinar on the new educational policy. It is a milestone in the educational history of India, which we call as new national education policy with 2020. So, the CBSE, the Central Board, has taken an initiative to bring awareness among the teachers, students, and parents regarding this new education policy. So we have gathered here, and today we have with us to lead us in this webinar our own teachers, Beena Dyson Miss, then Rashmi Kumar Miss, and Brinal Kudal Miss. These three of them will be taking the lead in guiding or giving us awareness or giving us a presentation about this education policy. I welcome them. I welcome all of you, dear parents and teachers, to this webinar, and I wish you all the best for this webinar time. I request Beena Miss, Rashmi Kumar Miss, and Brennan Miss to take forward this session. Wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you, Father. It's my great pleasure to be a part of this webinar on creating awareness on new National Education Policy 2020. And here myself, Beena Desan, and Rishmi Rajesh Kumar, Miss Science Faculty, is going to conduct this webinar on NEP 2020. So, Rishmi Miss, please present that PPT.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Rishmi, it's clear. So, about National Education Policy 2020, this policy is going to implement in CBSE school coming years. So, first slide that is on vision. Rishmi Miss, please change the slide, vision. What is the vision of this policy? Before going to vision, we should know, parents, what is the need of this new policy. So actually, the old policy, which existing policy, that is containing fine tuning method, which one was not sufficient to lead to contribute individual ability to our country. So for changing that policy, new terms and condition, they put it in the 2020 new policy. Now, vision of the policy. First of all, the vision is global. When any education policy has a global vision, they keep in mind what is meant by quality education for whole country. So, in order to provide quality education to the country, the government is ensuring that to every citizen should get education. So here are three important vision: develop an education system deeply rooted in Indian ethos, which has the capability to provide high quality education to compete in the global world. Second, the curriculum and pedagogy must develop a sense of respect towards fundamental duties and constitution of India and have a deep bond with the country. Develop a sense of pride and respect for the country and be responsible for human rights, sustainable development, global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. So we have to change our students by giving new policy demands to converting them for better future citizen. So next slide. Principles.
Beena, Miss,
Key,
sorry to
yes,
interrupt. 1 minute.
yes.
I just request all the parents to please turn on their cameras. All the parents, please switch on your cameras. You can come on screen. So we'll enjoy and we'll be happy to see all of them.
Yes. Now, next slide is a key principle of NEP 2020. Important point mentioned in that: respect for diversity and local context, equity and inclusion, community participation, use of technology, emphasize conceptual understanding, unique capabilities, critical thinking and creativity, last continuous review. So we in the CBSE curriculum, this coming years the government is going to implement this. So teachers, from teachers side, we are encouraging the students using not more IT field but using of technology. Plus, we are trying to recognize and identify the students to encourage logical decision making and innovation. So new strategy is going to implement in the education system. Next slide. And this is the major change is going to happen in the school system, our curricular or pedagogical structure. And till last year, we followed our school curriculum. We followed the first previous academic structure. In the slide, we can see that first structure, that is 10 plus 2. That was the system, 10 years, first standard to 10th standard, plus 1 plus 2. 10 plus 2 was the structure. That was a previous old structure, which one we are following still. Now, new pedagogical or curricular structure, according to that, they divided into 4 stages. First one is a fundamental stage, second one preparatory stage, third one middle stage, last one secondary stage. So first one, foundational stage. Foundational stage, the child is just 3 years old. We all know that in this age, 3 to 6, which we call formative years, 80% of brain development occurring this age. So we have to take care more and we have to provide more stimulation on this to get a healthy brain for their learning process. So we have to give more important for this fundamental stage. Fundamental stage included nursery, senior, junior, first grade and second grade. And second grade, their final exam. And after this section, foundational stage, we are preparing in the students by activity-based learning, play-based learning. More emphasis we are giving on that, not rote learning or memorization skill. We are not developing in this stage. We are giving more activity to the students. That is through activity-based, play-based, numbering, painting, art, etc. Second stage is preparatory stage. This stage, third standard, fourth and fifth, 3 years. So in that level, in that stage, in the curriculum, we are going to include activity-based, interactive classroom learning. Through that, we are developing skills to the students. 21st century skills we will develop in the students. Next one, middle stage. In middle stage, after 5th standard, 6th, 7th, 8th, they are in middle stage, 6th, 7th and 8th. In this stage, experiential learning. Through experiential learning, we'll try to teach the students science, mathematics, art, social science, and humanities. We'll correlate art education, physical education, and work experience in the curriculum. Next one, secondary stage. In secondary stage, 9th onwards, grade 9, 10th, 11th, and 12th. This stage is very important stage. So we are giving more opportunity, flexibility we are giving in this stage. Students are getting flexibility to choose their subject without support of parents. They should select their own subject and greater critical thinking. We are providing more chances for that, multidisciplinary study, etc. in secondary stage. So once again, foundational stage, second standard is the final exam, preparatory stage, 5th standard, middle stage, 8th standard exam, secondary stage, last 12th standard is the exam. So Reshmi Miss, please explain this in Hindi or Marathi.
Yes, miss. Good evening to all the parents. जो हमारा नया राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति है उसमें थोड़ी परिवर्तन आई है। तो जैसे कि बिना मिस ने पहले ही बताया है, आप यहाँ पे 2 पिक्चर्स देख सकते हैं। तो पहला का जो हमारा शिक्षा प्रणीति था, तो उसमें 10+2 ऐड कर दिया गया था। क्लास 1 से लेके क्लास 12वीं तक जो है वो स्टेट बोर्ड में आता था। अब यहाँ पे क्या परिवर्तन आया गया है, तो इसमें 3 साल एक्स्ट्रा ऐड कर दिया गया है। तो जो हमारा पाठ्यक्रम में और शिक्षा शास्त्र है उसमें परिवर्तन या बदलाव लाया गया है। तो 5 ईयर 5 इयर्स प्लस 3 इयर्स प्लस 3 इयर्स प्लस 4 इयर्स कर दिया गया है, जिसमें विभाजन किया गया है। इसे 4 स्तरों में 4 चरणों में विभाजन किया गया है। पहला जो चरण है वो है मूलभूत चरण, जो फाउंडेशन स्टेज है। इसमें हम इंक्लूड करेंगे नर्सरी को, देन उसके बाद में यूकेजी जिसे हम कहते हैं, एलकेजी कहते हैं, लोअर केजी, अपर केजी, क्लास 1 और क्लास 2। तो ये 5 का समावेशन किया गया है इस फाउंडेशन मूलभूत स्टेज में। यहाँ पे जो जिस तरह की शिक्षा प्रदान की जाएगी वो शिक्षा जो है फर्स्ट स्टेज मूलभूत स्टेज में वो खेल के थ्रू प्रदान किया जाएगा, इसका महत्व दिया गया है। और बहुस्तरीय खेल गतिविधि आधारित होगा जहाँ पे एक्टिविटी बेस्ड शिक्षा प्रदान की जाएगी। उसके बाद जो दूसरा चरण है, तो दूसरा चरण है प्रारंभिक चरण, दैट इज प्रिपरेटरी स्टेज। यहाँ पे हम क्लास 3, 4 और 5 इसका समावेशन करेंगे। और यहाँ पे भी जो शिक्षा प्रदान की जाएगी वो खेल के थ्रू, खोज के थ्रू, गतिविधि के थ्रू आधारित रहेगी और परस्पर संवाद इन चीज़ों पे आधारित है। उसके बाद +3 के बाद वापस एक 3 साल होगा जिसे हम कहेंगे मध्य चरण। तो इस मध्य चरण या मिडिल स्टेज में क्लास 6, 7 और 8 इनका समावेशन किया गया है। यहाँ पे जो है बच्चे जो सीखेंगे वो अपने एक्सपीरियंस के थ्रू सीखेंगे, अनुभव के थ्रू वो सीखेंगे। प्रतियोगिता ज्ञान प्राप्त की जाएगी उन्हें, गणित में, उसके बाद विज्ञान में, सामाजिक विज्ञान में, कला में और मानविकी ज्ञान में। और जो लास्ट स्टेज है उसे सेकेंडरी स्टेज यानी कि माध्यमिक चरण कहा गया है। ये जो स्टेज है यहाँ पे गहन सोच के थ्रू, गहरी सोच के थ्रू बच्चे पढ़ेंगे और यहाँ पे उन्हें लचीलापन दिया गया है कि वो जो भी सब्जेक्ट है, विषय है, वो अपने अनुसार, अपने पसंद के अनुसार वो चुने, तो इस पे वो अध्ययन करेंगे। तो इस तरह से हमारा जो 4 चरण है उसे हम डिवाइड करते हैं नर्सरी से लेकर क्लास 2 तक, जो कि हमारा मूलभूत होगा, फाउंडेशन स्टेज होगा। क्लास 3 से लेके क्लास 5 तक जो है वो प्रिपरेटरी स्टेज में डिवाइड कर दिया गया है, प्रारंभिक चरण। उसके बाद में मिडिल स्टेज जो है क्लास 6 से लेके क्लास 8वीं तक का है, वो मध्य चरण है। और लास्ट वाला जो स्टेज है वो 4 साल का है, जिसमें 9वीं, 10वीं, 11वीं और 12वीं को इंक्लूड किया गया है, जो माध्यमिक चरण है। सो ये परिवर्तन जो लाया गया है हमारे पाठ्यक्रम में और शिक्षा शास्त्र में। ओके बीना मिस?
Yes, we'll continue with the next slide. Yes, next one is shift to competency-based teaching, learning, assessment. This is going to change. This is going to convert from the access to
बीना मिस?
Rashmi miss, it seems Bina miss has lost connection.
Yes, father. Okay. So next is shift to competency-based teaching, learning and assessment. So here the main purpose of it is to promote critical and creative thinking, which is aligned to 21st century classroom, shifting traditional assessment to competency focused, and to track the students' progress comprehensively and frequently. And there are different tools which will be designed and the resources to acquire the learning outcomes. So mostly here it is the focus that we should reduce the bag and baggages of the students. So the volume of the books here, it will be reduced. So reducing the curriculum. So curriculum which is to be reduced, it should be emphasized more on those things that will have the practical usability. So that will be the emphasis to include it. So reducing the curriculum to the core essential, to minimize rote learning here, and to emphasize more on the present application based scenario, and promoting the sport integrated and art integrated learning in the classroom for the holistic development of the children. Yes, Bina miss?
Yes.
Yes, you can
Internet
continue, Bina
problem
miss.
was
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Okay, you can continue.
Yes. Okay, next slide. Shifted to competency-based teaching, learning, assessment, I think we covered. Next slide, Rishmemas. Yes, the salient features of stages in school. It's already explained about foundational stage, preparatory stage, middle stage, and high school stage. And important points, once again, I'll go through. Play activity-based learning, pedagogy of early childhood care and education, focus on good behavior, courtesy, ethics, personal and public hygiene, cleanliness, focus on teamwork and cooperation. That was foundational stage. Now, preparatory stage. Gradual transition from play-based learning to more formal classroom learning, interactive teaching learning, introduction of subject, including physical education, art, languages, science, and mathematics. Emphasis on reading, writing, speaking in preparatory stage till 5th standard. Middle stage, subject-oriented pedagogical and curricular methodology. We will introduce our main subject like science, English, Hindi, social studies, etc. Subject teachers for learning, discussion of the more abstract concepts in each subject across the science, mathematics, art, social science, and humanities. Next, high school stage, 4 years of multidisciplinary study, greater depth, greater critical thinking, greater attention to life aspirations, greater flexibility and student choice, exposure to more subject and enable greater flexibility, more frequent assessment of modules. Continuous evaluation will happen in higher school stage. So teachers will keep a track on higher class students to encourage and develop their skills. Next. Next slide, early childhood care and education. In the word itself, they given more important the word care. We have to provide more care and provide more sensitization in this stage, because as I explained, 85% of brain development is happening in this age, early childhood stage. So here the important point, ensuring that all children entering grade 1 are school ready by 2030, attain optimal outcome in the domain of physical and motor development, cognitive development, socio-emotional development, cultural, artistic development, and development of communication and early languages, literacy and numeracy, and curricular pedagogy development. And school will provide qualified teachers with degree ECCET or +2 and above. Next slide. Yes, curtailing dropout rate and ensuring universal access to education at all level. This is the main problem now government schools are facing. Dropping out rate is increasing. So what school we can do, that school has to provide maximum good facility to students, plus more important points what this NEP is given, provide regular trained teachers at each stage. Special care shall be taken to ensure that no school remains deficient or infrastructure support. Universal participation in school by carefully tracking students as well as their learning level in order to ensure that they are enrolled in and attending school and have suitable opportunity to catch up and re-enter school in case they have fallen behind or drop out. Community partnership in terms of expertise and infrastructural support. Plus, school need support of teachers and parents. Then we can minimize or reduce this problem, what presently we are facing. Next. Highlights of pedagogical structure. What are the new things they introduce in the pedagogy structure? First one, competency-based education. As I said, different types of activity, art education, physical education, and different types of integrated subject through that. Now, integration of subject. Now, presently we are doing that. They are giving more emphasis on that through art integrated, sports integrated, ICT integrated, and storytelling based pedagogy among others as a standard pedagogy. That is all about integration of subject. Next one, development of scientific temper. We have to develop some skills plus development of scientific temper and inculcation of knowledge and practice of human and constitutional value. So as I said, values of this NEP, that important value was that vision was that to encourage the students to learn the constitutional right and they have to follow constitutional values. Next one, no silos among student, subject and learning, no bifurcation, no up and down in science, social science, humanities, commerce, etc. They are giving equal weightage for all. Next, emphasis on digital literacy. Emphasis on digital literacy, coding and computational thinking, ethical and moral reasoning. These skills, they are mainly focusing. So more important in IT, also in school curriculum. Promotion of multilingual teaching. They are giving more encourage in the field of this regional language and mother tongue. Because through mother tongue till 5th standard, they can grasp the meaning, concept very easily. We all know that. So we have to encourage the students for that, to talk in their mother tongue or regional language. Next. 21st century skill in classroom. Encouraging this, NEP is encouraging this 21st century skill. That skills are digital literacy, problem solving, communication, critical thinking, creativity, health and fitness, social responsibility, ethics, and scientific temper. These all skills are there already in our curriculum, but they are now next year onwards, they are going to give more importance on skill based teaching learning process will going to happen on this skills, 21st century skill. So once again, I will go through that 21st century skill. What are that? Digital literacy, problem solving, communication, critical thinking, creativity, health and fitness, social responsibility, ethics, and scientific temper. This teachers can do with the help of parents. In the classroom itself, we can do through activity, through games and numbering, painting, art, etc. Next. Introduction. Next slide, Krishna. Yes. Introduction of contemporary subject. This is going to introduce in our syllabus curriculum artificial intelligence, scholastic health, data science. Artificial intelligence, that is all about organic living, holistic health, design thinking, data science, machine learning. Hello.
Yes, Bina miss.
Mathematics. Next slide.
Yes,
Rishmila.
1 minute. Yes, 1 minute.
Yes, mathematics and computational thinking. Points increased emphasis throughout the school years, starting with the foundational stage. Uses of a variety of innovative methods, including the regular use of puzzles and games that make mathematical thinking more enjoyable and engaging. Introduction of activity involving coding in middle stage. So here, for understanding the concept of maths, school is going to provide different methods, like will provide puzzles and different games, different play. Through that, a child should get a concept of maths. Next, emphasis on vocational education, giving more importance to vocational education now. So here, important points: 10 days bagless period during grade 6 to 8 for students to intern with a local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters, artists. Students should get knowledge about this all. And internship opportunity to learn vocational subject throughout grade 6 to 12. Vocational courses through online mode. Periodic exposure to activity outside school through live meeting, local artists and craftsmen. Vocational courses to be offered through open and distance learning mode. By 2025, at least 50% of learners shall have exposure to vocational education. So they are planning that by the end of 2025 till 2030 time limit they were given for implementing this policy. So they are saying that by 2025, at least 50% they can cover vocational education in our curriculum. Next. Knowledge of India. On the vision, again, the same point. Students should get a chance to correlate with other states. So students to visit a different state as part of cultural exchange program. Like here in this year, we provided art integrated project. Through that, we correlated one state, Odisha. So students are clear with that state culture and custom. Then one more point they are giving important. Students should get that values and rights, fundamental rights, constitutional values and all. For that, they are giving importance. So knowledge from ancient India and its contribution to modern India and its success and challenge. First point, India's future aspiration with regard to education, health, environment, etc. All about India. Indian knowledge system, including tribal knowledge and indigenous and traditional way of learning, specific courses in tribal, ethno-medical practices, forest management, traditional crop cultivation, natural farming, etc. will be made available. Next, and engaging courses on Indian knowledge system in secondary school as an elective, competitions in schools for learning various topics and subjects through fun and indigenous games, video, documentaries on inspirational luminaries of India, and in science curriculum. Students to visit a different state as part of cultural exchange program. Constitutional values will be developed in students. Experts from the Indian Constitution will also be considered essential reading for all students. Knowledge of critical issues facing local communities, states, and the country and the world. So we have to provide some sources to the students to encourage and learn and to get more knowledge on knowledge of India, that is through different activity. Next. About health education, already I explained. Basic training in health, including preventive health, mental health and well-being, nutrition, personal and public hygiene and first aid. And we have to make to understand the student what are the problems they are going to face if they are using alcohol content things, tobacco and other drugs. And in the school on HPE, we are following this health card we are providing to the student, especially 10th standard. We are following this all related with HP. We collected their health card, plus there's body mass index, etc. to maintain their mental health and proper health for better learning. Next. Multilingualism and language learning. This already I covered this point. We are giving now in the curriculum we are giving more importance to their mother tongue and their state language for getting concept clear. Even parents also can support them to learn that. Next. National Curriculum Framework. Just with the NCRT, which curriculum we are following now. The formulation of a new and comprehensive national curricular framework for school education, or NCFSE 2020-21, will be undertaken by NCRT based on the principle of this National Education Policy 2020, and will be made available in all regional languages. And they are focusing on to reduce a textbook content. They are trying to reduce to develop. They are giving more importance on their skills. But that is planning is going on. The still nothing happened. Coming years that changes will happen. Next. Transforming assessment for students' development. Instead of rote learning, memorization skills, they are planning that they are changing competency assessment. Shift from rote memorization skill to formative is more competency assessment, promotes learning and development of students, test high order skills such as analysis, critical thinking, and conceptual clarity. Assessment for learning, optimize learning and development for all students. This will be the underlying principle for assessment at all level education. The assessment pattern also going to change. Next. Redesigning report cards. Now present report card is based on the scholastic only, but some changes are going to happen in that also. They will consider more in project.
Rashmi, Miss, please continue.
Yes, Father. So redesigning of report cards to assess the holistic development of the child. So earlier the report cards which were prepared, so it was mostly focusing on the scholastic area, math, science, and all those different subjects. But now there will be a redesigning of this report card. There will be equal emphasis that will be given to the co-scholastic area also. So that demarcation between the scholastic and the co-scholastic area, that will be dissolved now. So you will have a 360-degree type of the report card. So it will be further guided to us regarding this assessment of the process, which will be done by the Parak, which is one of the assessment branch of the CBSE. So they are going to guide us regarding it. So this is about that redesigning report card. So there will be a change in this report card system. So it has to be used for the developmental purpose of the school education, for the public disclosure by the schools of their overall students outcome. So no more it will be emphasizing only on the scholastic area. Both the areas will be given the equal importance. Anonymized students outcome for continuous monitoring and improvement of the schooling system. So this is that redesigning system which will be taking place. Next is regarding guidelines for the assessment. So according to this national new education policy, so guidelines for the assessment, it will be provided by the NCRT. Benamis, are you there? Okay, it will be provided by NCRT in consultation with the major stakeholders such as the boards of the assessment, National Assessment Center for the School Education, NACSE, then transformation in the assessment system by 2022-23, academic session to align with the national curriculum framework for the school education by 2021. Next, teacher and teachers education, NEP 2020. So B.Ed, it will be all types of the courses, 1 year, 2 year, and 4 year. If the person has completed, or if the child has completed the multidisciplinary in the bachelor's degree or the graduation degree, and if he or she they have the master's degree, then they will be opting for the B.Ed, which will be 1-year course. So this will be the advantage for those who have completed their graduation degree or those who have the master's degree. Secondly, 2 years B.Ed course, those who have only completed their graduation, but they have not completed their master's degree. So for them, the B.Ed will be for 2 years. And if anyone is 10 plus 2, that means they have completed that 12th standard. So for such children, they will be going for the B.Ed course, which will be 4 years. सो इसमें एक चेंज है बीएड के इसमें, तो 1 ईयर प्रोग्राम भी शामिल किया गया है, 2 इयर्स का भी प्रोग्राम शामिल किया गया है और 4 इयर्स का भी शामिल किया गया। अगर ग्रेजुएशन की डिग्री है आपके पास, बहुविशेषज्ञ डिग्री है, बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट्स में अगर आपके पास मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी बैचलर्स डिग्री है, स्नातक की डिग्री है या फिर आपके पास मास्टर्स की डिग्री है विशेष एक सब्जेक्ट में, तो उसका एडवांटेज ये है कि आपको सिर्फ बीएड का 1 ईयर का ही कोर्स के लिए जाना पड़ेगा। अगर आपने स्नातक की डिग्री 3 साल की ली हुई है किसी भी फील्ड से, तो आपको सिर्फ बीएड के 2 साल के कोर्स के लिए जाना पड़ेगा। और अगर आपने 12वीं किया है तो आपको 4 साल का बीएड का कोर्स करना पड़ेगा। सो सारी तरह के बीएड के यहाँ पे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल है, 1 ईयर, 2 इयर्स, 4 इयर्स, बेस्ड अपॉन कि आपका क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है। यस बीना मिस।
Next slide.
Yes.
NEP aims to support and nurture the teachers through all phases of their tenure. That preparation, requirement, recruitment in the classroom, professional development. So this is all about the teachers. For their professional development, school will provide training, capacity building training programs, and in-service training program that will provide from the school. And teachers should get a proper preparation before going to the class. And recruitment, correct recruitment should happen in the school. The ratio school has to follow, that is about recruitment. And in the classroom, while teaching, what are the strategy or methodology they have to follow about that. Next. Efficient resourcing and effective governance through school complexes. Inadequate number of counselors, this is all about school. School will provide to the students. Inadequate number of counselors, trained social workers and teachers for teaching all subjects, including art, music, science, sports, language, vocational subject, etc. Adequate resources such as library, science lab, computer lab, skill lab, playground, sports equipment and facilities, etc. And sense of community is built to overcome the isolation of teachers, students and schools through joint professional development programs, sharing of teaching learning content, joint content development, holding joint activities such as art and science exhibition, sports meet, quizzes and debates, fairs, etc. Now, cooperation and support across school for the education of students with disabilities. Improved governance of the school system by developing all final decisions to principals, teachers, and other stockholders within each group of school and treating such a group of school which range from. Here they are trying to say about what are the facilities we can provide to the school for better learning, plus as the part of teachers professional development, different types of course we are getting, plus we will share the content with other school, plus different activities we will conduct, inter-school activities will conduct, this all things for the skill development. Next. What are the subject enrichment activity we have to follow? These activities are from the CBSE, Aryabhatta Ganit Challenge. This almost all activity our school we are following. Heritage India Quiz, EBSB activity, CBSE Science Challenge, Science Exhibition, Khelo India Exhibition Series, Reading Challenge. So students should take part in this all activities for better knowledge and to clear concept. This all activities are from the CBSE. Next. Engage with the parents and community for a positive learning environment. Inform parents about expected learning outcomes, portfolio, home assignment, etc. Sensitize parents of children with physical learning disability. First generation learners. Make home visit if possible and necessary. Arrange workshop on parenting and particularly on exam related anxiety and other stress. Engage with the parents to deal with the substance abuse, sexual orientation, and other adolescence issue. Constantly send information about the activity in the school and child progress. Send portfolio back to parents for review and feedback. Inform parents about what kind of assistance the child needs at home for learning. Newsletters, email, blog, memos, and that can be regular feature. Let a parent be volunteer. Expose lecture by parent specialist. Have parent representative for PTMS. Organize specific events only for parents. Involve parents in a community outreach work and undertake work undertaken by the school. This all points, all we are following presently. We are our school also following almost this all activities what mentioned in the slides. This all about NEP. The coming years we have to expect in our curriculum and we have to expect in our pedagogical structure. So before this all, we have to do a teamwork, school, teachers, principal, and parents. That is why this NEP training we conducted. Thank you, parents, and thank you, father. Thank you, teachers.
I'll stop presenting now, Pinamis.
Yes, Rashmi, miss.
Yes.
Thank you, Bina Miss and Rashmi Miss. Now you can continue online, and then if there are questions or any points to be raised by parents, we can do that. Any of you can, Bina Miss or Rashmi Miss can answer. The parents, any one of you, if you would like to ask questions or have some clarification or give some points, add something, you can do that.
Excuse me. Good evening, Father. Good evening, teachers. I just wanted to ask if the textbook will be changed or a complete pattern will be changed of the textbook.
Excuse me, ma'am, that work is going on actually. That is not finalized. Textbook content is not going to change, but some changes related with the activities. Like the last year onwards, they introduced the art education. More importance they given in art education. Like 10th standard students, especially we are following HP. So like that, some changes is going to happen in the curriculum. That is mainly through activities. Concept almost same only. What concept is not going to change?
Hello.
Yes.
In report card, co-curriculum activities and curriculum all will be included equally.
Yes, now normally we are it is given important already in the existing report card, scholastic and co-curricular scholastic area equal weightage they are given, more important they are given. But next year onwards, through co-curricular activity or through scholastic area, through scholastic activity, they will clear the concept that is from scholastic. Clear, they are not going to avoid anything. Scholastic or co-scholastic area, equal important, equal weightage they are giving. But the scholastic activity, we will connect with the scholastic one. It's not like that a subject study, science, chemistry, physics, whatever. That is subject study that is through activity. I think Darshan's mama is clear about that.
Good evening, Father and teachers. Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, good
Yeah.
evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening. First, thanks for all the teachers and fathers for this supporting NEP education event. Uh, I just had some small queries that from last couple of years we had last year we don't had parents meeting, but before that couple of years I had asked question about the international language to add in the school for student. Do you have any idea about that? Yeah, do you are going to add anything like that?
Bina Miss, in the NEP for the
Yes, proceed, Rashmi.
in the NEP in the secondary stage, they are going to include one foreign language, but it will be at secondary stage from grade 9 to grade 12. So that will be informed after the NCF has designed the curriculum. So state will be guiding upon that.
And if Santam is going to add it the next 2 years in the same school, or after 10 we have to move other college or something. Is there any possibility?
At present, we have not thought about that so far.
Okay.
I do not know if the trust has any idea or any thoughts. So far, I do not know about that. We have not proceeded in that line. Those parents have been asking us again and again. But if there is a possibility, we will think about it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bina ma'am.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask about the 10th standard. Now the next year 10th standard exam will be there, or it will be in the 11th standard board exam?
You see, ma'am, 10th standard exam anyway they will conduct this year and next year. For this restructure or reframe NEP according to NEP, it will take a time. So time for implementing that, they are saying that till 2030, till that time they have given time for us. So in between these years, this will happen.
Okay.
But
And
presently
what
we are
about
following the existing one.
Okay, Bina ma'am, what about the internal marks and the 10th standard will be the same as the curriculum was there, or any changes will be there?
No change in the internal mark, ma'am. What is the existent one is giving idea, according to that we will do. There is no change in the internal mark presently. Maybe changes will happen coming years. We have to expect that.
And what about the curriculum? The same will be the curriculum, or some portion will be deducted, or some portion will be added?
Still now we have not received any circular from board about that. They will provide circular.
And Bina ma'am, what about the 10th standard is going to start by 1st April or by the end of the March?
So that father will give answer for that, ma'am.
At present, our plan is to begin it on April 1st only.
And what about the father? They will be the physically present, or they will be online?
Now, you see, it depends completely on the civil local government guidelines. At present, we have to presume that it might continue online only, at least for April, now given the present situation.
Father, the thing is that 9th standard is gone, but they had not studied anything. They were online, but sometimes they were sleeping, sometimes they were running, sometimes